I've skipped a ton of pages because it just gets way too sciencey. Are you ready for the pen show?
I'm ready.
I have no idea what to expect for the show.
Pen show! 2026 pen show!
He's ready for the pen show.
I know, yeah. I have
She's already shopping.
Which color? That's correct. That's
Okay.
correct.
ready to hear.
That is correct. Thank you. Do you need a receipt at all?
I went shopping. I wanted to get
This turquoise one.
Leather that has been used for volunteers, backpacks, luggage. Reconstituted. Let's go
That's $20. Will you throw this guy in if I get it for so much? Yeah, that's great.
Hello, it is 4:30 now. We just had lunch and now we're going over all of our goodies. So let me quickly show you what we got from the pen show. Come on, Julia, get out of here. Get out of here. On the way out, I saw a booth by Gallon Leather. I actually bought one of their products for Jonathan's planner, so I was really excited to see that they had a whole booth. What I got from them was this A6 cover, which my planner is A6, so basically goes like this. The planner is a little too thick for it. This is supposed to be for slim A6, but it's fine. I really like it. I also have a few other A6 notebooks, so I can use it for a notebook. So I got a pen rest. This one is going to be for me, all wooden pen rest, so I can have it on my desk. For Jonathan, it's a similar thing but longer on his desk at work. And last, I got the note board for my mom for her birthday. You have the notepad open at all times. What's cool too is that it comes with a pen rest, so she can have a pen here and jot down notes for work. When she works from home, she always has a notepad on the side of her computer. This can replace that with a pen rest. So she approved it, but she said I have to give this to her for her birthday in August. So I will keep it in its box with a tote bag, and yeah, that'll be for August. That was from Gallon Leather. Really cool that they had a booth there. I got a Uniball pen. Apparently they have a new ink this time around, so I also got a Kaweco Sport pen. I have another Kaweco pen, but I've been having issues with the converter. I definitely need to get back to that. For this one, I wanted something small, and it is the color beige, and I got the mini converter for it. And Jonathan got himself a bunch of vintage pens. and pencils. I got him this pencil. It's an old Staedtler. He got the funny pen and some vintage pencils. I tried to eat within an hour from the gym. Hello, I've showered. Are you blurry? I feel like you're blurry. And it's time to work. It's almost 9 o'clock. Before I start any work session, I always check my planner and see what did I have scheduled. I kind of know. I just always want to make sure I got it right. I have to edit the last video, do some studying because I have to finish a book from the library, do some drawing of the next comic page. So that's 3 different things. I have to edit some of that video because it is due at the end of February, so that takes priority, then the comic page. Oh, look who's here. I am tired. It's that time of the month and I've been running around all morning, so I'm going to do the physically easier stuff now. And then when I get a second wind, she really likes to crawl on this chair. It's a whatever chair. It already has all these marks of her cat claws. I can't stop her from it. We're gonna get her more scratching posts. She has one, but it looks like we have to be getting her a scratching post in every room so that she has easier access to something to scratch. And she'll get all the way up to the top of this chair. I haven't done video editing in a little bit. So in December, as a Christmas gift to myself, I finally splurged on a Tourbox Elite device. This basically creates keyboard shortcuts, and the neat thing about this is that it's cross-platform and cross-software. I have one for Clip Studio Paint. It's this one, the TabMate, but because it's the first generation, it only works on the computer and it only works on Clip Studio Paint. It's been great to use, but I do need something for video editing because I'm constantly finding myself pausing my work to find the keyboard shortcuts for like trimming and volume increasing and all that stuff. So when they came out with this in this color, I thought it's time I level up all of my digital workflows into one device. I can use this for my iPad too, so wherever I go, I can use this to be editing comic pages too. I've been using it for Clip Studio Paint, but I haven't used it for video editing yet because I haven't really edited in a while. So right now I'm going to program some of the shortcuts that I need before diving into actual video editing. I also need to transfer footage from this chip and another chip and my phone, so there's other stuff I could be doing in the background as well. So video editing time begins. I guess I'm calling this second breakfast. I'm hungry. Figuring out these shortcuts is gonna take forever. But I guess the first thing I need to ask myself is, what do I need?
Side button plus knob, I select all clips to
So I don't actually use a lot of DaVinci's features. I use the basic stuff. Trimming, copy and pasting, changing volumes, and the color gradings. That means that this thing, I don't use it for too many shortcuts. So I made post-it notes to remind me of all of the commands. In those different panels, you can program your Tourbox specifically for each panel. That's it, you guys. Pretty crazy how accessing a few buttons is going to really shorten my editing time. And also these wheels are so satisfying to use. Boop, boop, boop. So now that that's done, I can actually start video editing. It's exactly 11:45. I have my timer still for an hour left of video editing. So after an hour, I'm gonna see how I feel, and I might jump to drawing or keep editing. We'll see. I think I'm done editing for now. It's 2 o'clock. I'm gonna do some drawing. I haven't drawn a comic page in a little bit because I was working on this illustration, which will be featured in that video that you saw me edit. I was working on that. So it's time to get back to the comic. Ah, there you go. If you hear all that noise, it's the Roomba. I have it vacuuming the bedroom right now. So this is the 26th page of chapter 4. There are 46 pages, so we're slightly past the halfway mark. Thank goodness. The last time I worked on this, I transferred the undersketch, so this is all undersketch stuff. Not a single panel has been completed. Maybe today I'll have time for the first 2 panels. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours to draw because at 4 o'clock I should start cooking dinner and cooking meals for the rest of the week. And then I have to visit my grandma, so there's things I need to do. So 4 o'clock is gonna be my cutoff time. I'm going to plant a tree timer in the Forest app for 2 hours or 120 minutes. And we can start. This is still my electrolyte water from the gym. After I'm done with this, which is very little, then I'll make a Stanley drink. The first thing I want to do here is to establish the vanishing point. Since this is an overhead shot, the vanishing point's gonna be below them. So I drew the initial sketch with these 2 lines. So wherever these 2 lines converge is gonna be where the vanishing point is. That's, I don't think it's that. It's gonna be something more like this. How do I know this? I don't know. It's just a guess from previous experience. Now, could the vanishing point be there? I don't know, so I'm going to test other lines and see if that looks right. Maybe I feel a little distracted, but I'm gonna recheck some of my perspective books on floor vanishing points and just see if I can relearn anything important. It's good to be checking back on your education and reference books. That's why they're there on a bookshelf, to check many times. So I did just relearn a true 3-point perspective. You can draw a triangle with the 3 vanishing points, right? It has to be a pretty even triangle, because even here he says the triangle shouldn't be too long or too wide between the 3 vanishing points. That I understand. I understand that concept. But once we start getting into different lines of sight and just this becomes so much gibberish and numbers. This is where I get lost. And the author says that this is a pretty easy setup. Shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. You okay, Julia? She hates that cone, but she's being such a trooper. She wants to play, but it's so hard to play with the cone. Anyways, this is beyond just learning that I need to draw a triangle. This is making me waste time. Editing Jasmine. I feel like I should explain a little bit why I continue to struggle with the technical side of perspective. It's the way it's taught. I don't learn that way. A lot of these perspective books, they give you all these shapes and these numbers. The kind of visual learner that I am, I require context. If I don't have the context, nothing sticks in here. And so these diagrams are essentially useless for me to be able to learn them. Instead, I would like to see a book showing the actual illustration and these diagrams applied on the illustrations. If I can make that connection between the technical and the real world application, then I feel like perspective will click with me. Including this book, which is very well known for perspective. He probably is the closest one that I've learned the most, because he does match artwork very closely with the diagrams, but he still gets down into these technical rabbit holes that I'm lost in. This is not a criticism of these perspective books, it's just we all learn differently, and if we can teach somebody in a way that they can absorb that information more easily, then they will understand concepts. High concepts, even like calculus and chemistry. I nearly failed those classes, but it's not to say that I never understood those concepts. When my dad would explain them to me, I completely understood, but the moment I sat in class and it was taught in a certain way that I couldn't quite grasp, I was left behind in those teachings. So I have found that perspective is one of those tricky subjects that I'm not able to grasp very easily, like calculus and chemistry. So I don't get super frustrated not understanding these pages. I know that one day, if I meet an art teacher that teaches perspective, I might just pay them for a private lesson to sit down with me and go over these concepts with real examples, and I can ask questions and just have it be a much more engaging lesson where I can actually absorb this information. Perspective is really difficult to grasp. It has a high learning curve. Everything about it will be so easy to apply. It's just difficult to first understand the loopy concepts of perspective. The rules, basically. I haven't quite learned them yet, but I know it's there. I know it's something I need to deal with eventually. If you are in the same boat as me, let me know, so I don't feel stupid. For this panel, I'm just gonna wing it using my intuition. See the magic happen without understanding why, once again. So here's my triangle. This is the bottom point of it. There's the triangle. Is this good? I tested this vanishing point with adding boxes. I just need to make sure that the scale of each figure is the same. There is a pillar in this kitchen that sits right here, and I don't know how to draw it with a perspective grid. I think this triangle gets a mark of good enough. All that work in just 3 measly Tupperwares. Right after cooking, I went to my grandma's. I did my daily art studies, and then I got back and had dinner. I am so dead. I'm gonna wash my face, put my PJs on, and pass out, because tomorrow is day job. Hello, it's Tuesday. I am going over to my grandma's to do some work and to have the rest of my lunch. This angle is interesting. What if I talk to you like this?
Los pericos han querido hacer casas aquí. En esos árboles están bien anchos aquí. Y se dejaron venir y los sacaron de los árboles.
Okay, I'm back from my grandma's. It's exactly 4 o'clock. I'm having yogurt with fruit for dessert. I've got my body armor and creatine drink. I've been taking 5 grams of creatine every day since the beginning of January, along with going to the gym regularly, and I can't say that I have felt a difference, but I'm feeling physically great for a while now. I guess it's a combination of I've been doing really good about taking my daily vitamins, drinking my creatine, and exercising, so a combination of those things would be responsible to feeling good. I forgot that I got very plain yogurt. There's absolutely no sweetener in here. No, this needs some kind of sweetener. I'm gonna get some honey. Alright, we're back. Crisis averted. We get some honey in here. I'm not there yet in terms of like healthiness. Like, I can't just raw dog plain yogurt like that. I don't have too many hours left in the day, so I'm going to spend them working on editing the last video and drawing the next panel. That's it. Those are my 2 little goals for today. Technically, I should tackle that panel first so that I can finish the panel and then try to squeeze in a little bit of video editing, but I'm tired coming back from day job, so I'm gonna, again, rest, do some computer work. Oh, I need to respond to a bunch of comments on YouTube and Instagram, so I'm gonna do a little bit of computer work before diving back into the comic. Kitty, can I help you? Calm down. Good girl. Good girl. I just posted that comic page that I finished editing at my grandma's. It's up on my Patreon now. It's 5 o'clock and I have yet to actually get down to editing. I answered comments and I uploaded that page. How did an hour pass? Like, how? I do have to change the laundry and then I will get to video editing. I'm done editing for the day, so I'm going to add my progress onto this tracker that I got going. I only got to edit for 1 hour, but it's something. And then on my other tracker, each block is half an hour, so I highlighted a whole hour of my red YouTube. If you'd like to know more about this notebook, go over it in my sketchbook flip through recently. I'll link in the description. It's working out pretty good for me. That's the most I can do. It's already 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna go have dinner with the husband and call it a day. Good morning. I am done with day job. It's 7:30 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm sore from the gym, so that's why I really let myself sleep in to try to get healthy sleep. But it might seem like I skipped a day because I didn't really record much yesterday. I was out of the house running errands almost all day. After day job, I went straight to the mall to return some dress shirts for the husband because they didn't fit him. So I got my return. I was able to walk around a little bit past some cute stores like Pop Mart. I've never actually walked into a Pop Mart. If you're wondering, I'm just heating up water so I can make a cup of coffee. I still have some Norwegian coffee left from my last trip to Norway. It's their like grocery coffee, but it's really good. One more day of the cone, kitty. One more day. And yes, this is the sink situation again. Since I last cooked, I left the sink to put it all in the dishwasher, but I still have clean dishes to pull out of the dishwasher. So this is gonna be something I do on my break today. Isn't that a cute mug? My friend from Norway got it for me. Before I jump to work, this wall has been bothering me. Usually have this monthly calendar whiteboard, but I just don't use it because I have a planner. This is not useful for me. I'm not gonna throw it away, I just don't really need it right now. So in removing that, of course, there's marks on the wall because these walls, the paint crumbles when you barely scratch it. There's that. I'm gonna replace it with this. I wish there was a window here, so this is gonna be the closest I can get to a window. Now the trick is that I have to be able to cover these things. It comes in a pack of 3. If I can do something like that. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock. My goal today is to try to finish my Arctics video. I even got an email from them yesterday asking me, oh, are you gonna finish it by the end of the month? I should have it finished. I don't think I'm gonna miss that deadline, and that is because today is gonna be fully devoted to editing. That's not gonna be very fun for you. There's really nothing for you to visually see, but it is crunch time for me to get this video done. So that's the plan for today. I also want to visit my grandma to do some art studies, so we will take a break. I've got my coffee, cozy clothes. I'm not quite ready for breakfast, so let's get to editing. Still going, it's 9 o'clock. I just finished breakfast, it's 10:30. I'm on round 2 of coffee. I got my Stanley. We're gonna do a much longer work session now. It's 3 o'clock and I'm nowhere done with this video. I'm starving. I should go visit my grandma and have lunch with her. So let's go do that.
Como estoy de limpia y que yo vaya a ensuciarme como los puerquitos, no. Por eso no dormí.
¿Cómo?
Los engaño. Miau, miau,
Sí, nos está viendo.
miau.
Wow. Ahorita le enseño la foto. Who cleaned the dishes? Well, actually, it wasn't me. It's the dishwasher. I've also got dinner defrosting. I already made rice with ginger and peas. And I'm gonna boil some cauliflower once the husband gets home. I've been away for 3 hours, so it's time I get back to the video. And look who already is at their spot. Good girl. Back to this. It's 10:18. I have got to get to bed.
Have been gone missing.
It's Friday, 9:09 in the morning. Some exciting news. In 40 minutes, I will be taking her to the vet to get her cone removed. I'm sure she's going to be very happy about that, even though she has absolutely no idea. So that means I only have 40 minutes to work on the video. Last night I finished all of the actual footage cutting and I color graded. So all I need to do today to finish this video is to add the music and any voiceovers that are needed. I think there's a few parts that need a voiceover. So this video is definitely going to be done today, and that means I'll be able to go back to drawing very soon. 35 minutes.
You've done before, this is Heritage Trio 4. You're all good. We'll check in at 11:20. Okay, thanks.
Alright, we're gonna take your cone off. Yay, you're free! You're such a good girl. Let me help you. I'm back and I'm ready for business here. I did get boba. It was supposed to have boba, but since they had just opened when I went in, they were still making the boba. Since I had Julia with me, I didn't want to wait 20 minutes for them to finish making their first batch of boba, so non-boba boba it is. I got my mom and I cocoa mango. I didn't realize it would be mostly cocoa, as in coconut. Let's see. Okay, when you drink it with the mango, delicious. When you just drink the white stuff, it's like drinking out of a can of coconut milk. And I had ordered it with little sugar, so like 25% sugar instead of their full 100%. So this isn't super sweet, which I guess is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Let's get back to work. It's 3:30. I'm almost done, but I'm kind of falling asleep, so I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna make ginseng delight. It's obviously supposed to have ginseng. You can't really taste it. It's just nice roast. Hello, 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 hello. And it was my actual attempt at painting an art piece solely with these acrylic markers. A vlog within a vlog. I'm done. There's only 10 minutes left for YouTube to do its thing and checking and reviewing. Then I'm gonna email it, and then I'm gonna post it on Patreon for early access. If you didn't know, if you're part of my Patreon, which is only $1 a month, you get to view my videos before they are public on YouTube. It's 6:30. I've been staring at the screen for many hours. I should probably do something else. Frankly, I don't want to draw. I know I should draw, but the idea of sitting up for another couple hours, it really pains me. You know what I would really like to do is read, because I've hit a roadblock on my recent writing project, and the only way that I usually get out of it is by reading other books. That's how inspiration works. I've been wanting to reread The Naming, so I think that's what I'm going to do.
That's what they keep telling me.
Good morning. It is Saturday, 7:48 in the morning. The husband had to work, so I am alone. He doesn't usually work weekends, it's just he had to go this morning. It just feels like any other weekday where I don't have day job. What's on the agenda today? I have got to get all the house chores done, cleaning in particular. Before I get back to drawing the comic, I will go on a cleaning rampage and just get it all done. It's also the end of the month of February, so it's good to do all this cleaning to start next month on a literal clean slate. This is such a good book. I remember when I read the series, such a comfort read that I had to get the first book. I do remember that the last two books were a bit of a shit show. The way the story starts, kind of cozy, and it's very beautifully written. That does mean it's the end of my reading session. I'm gonna change, and it's time to clean. I just came from visiting my parents. I cleaned their bathroom. I like to batch things. If I'm gonna be cleaning one thing, I might as well clean them all. But my dad wanted me to fix this painting. He says that the painter messed up by adding this orange dot. Apparently it's really bothering him, so he asked me for help. Luckily, it's an easy fix. It's really just coloring it over with acrylics. I just need to match the yellow. Now, it's not going to be a perfect job, but luckily it's just an impressionist painting. And that was it. Duckman? Yeah, sure. That works. Julia. What am I doing? I am drinking some orange and lemon juice. It's a mix of those. And then I'm trying to read through this color and light book because it's gonna be due for the library soon. Honestly, some sections I am not comprehending very much. It gets a little too science-y, but I'm trying. The previous chapter was all about color. Now it's about light. Here we go. This is really cool. This shows the color progression of a sunset to sunrise graph. Sunset and sunrise? Look at that. Yeah, this is really useful. I'm so lost. I've skipped a ton of pages because it just gets way too sciencey. Good morning. It's Sunday. It's almost 9 o'clock. I slept in. I think all the cleaning that I did could count as a workout because I am sore. Hence, I could not get out of bed until 8 o'clock. The reason that brought me to my desk was YouTube copyrighted my recent video because I used a song that apparently was copyrighted. I've used that song before, never had issues, so that song probably, maybe it became copyrighted, but it hasn't affected my other videos. I don't know. So I had to replace the song, and now I'm here because I realized it's a new month. When it's a new month, I get to set up a new monthly layout. It's gonna be March. This is my finance tracker. I write down all of my expenses done that day, and then I tally them up at the end. I also put my bills here, and this is going to be my March highlights. So I list all of the things that happened in that month so that I can always check back, which I do sometimes, and it helps me remember what I did that month, basically. I'm going to do this, make breakfast, and if I still have time, I'm gonna work on the comic because 1 o'clock we have to leave here to hang out with the in-law. So I don't have too much time this morning. I do need to set up my March layout so I feel like I'm starting the month right with my organization stuff.
And I think this is a good way to replace a bit of I love it. So this has been really helpful for me to kind of see at the moment, at least in this planner, but I do like that that's also put in your first and take to the grocery store and groceries.
And there we go. And then we got the mess I made. What'd you make? Look at that thing. Wow.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Oh, he's got a long way to go.
Uh-huh.